Good morning, guys. So today you and I are going to talk about my coding tutorials and a question I got the other day, which was, why don't you live code, Fredrik? So let's get into it. Now, this is a good question. Why don't I live code? Because there's so many videos out there who does a lot of live coding. You see people who write the application from nothing and then they build something and then you kind of follow along and maybe you're even coding next to them. So why don't I do that? Well, the answer is actually very simple. Because it takes a lot of time. Now just hear me out. I am not trying to say that you're not worth it, because you are. If you are a subscriber of mine, I absolutely adore you for it. So it's not about you, it's about me. And ergo, it becomes about you. Because the way that I think about things is that just as with these little face-to-face videos where we just talk, I want to be with you. I want to be someone who comes around to your notification flow or your subscription flow, whatever we call it, whatever YouTube calls them. I want to be there on a daily basis because I have a lot of things that I need to talk to you about. I have a lot of things that I need to show you. And I've gotten to a point, I would say, where the talks that we have, just you and me, are of a decent quality. It's I hope that you find the video decent at least, so that it doesn't bring you any pain or that you don't dislike having my face so close to your screen. And when it comes to the tutorials, the coding tutorials, the way that I structure these things is virtually that I simply write the code ahead of time, which I can do at my own pace in a relaxed environment, make sure that it's all working and that there are no mistakes, and that at the same time I've built something that can illustrate the point that I'm trying to teach, or to show you at least, and then I simply walk you through it. And I argue that the learning that you get from that experience is equal to me live coding something, and even maybe a little bit better. And the reason why I think it is a little bit better, both for you and for me, is that when you are watching the video, I can focus on what I want to say. I don't have to focus on the code. I can focus on trying to teach, or trying to relay the mindset, or try to explain things in a way that makes it comprehensible to somebody who may not understand, or even better, be a little bit persuasive in a line of thinking that I have, so maybe even the seniors could learn a thing or two. Because it's actually funny, senior developers and senior programmers, you may not know this for the juniors out there, but senior developers, they look at coding tutorials too. And I do. I wouldn't say that I'm a senior, but I'm a little bit more experienced than a junior programmer. And I also watch a lot of tutorials. And at least for me, it's more interesting. I mean, if somebody spends a lot of time trying to just get the code to work, it gets I lose my flow. It gets just annoying. And what I am looking for, at least when I'm looking for a video about programming, is partly to learn the tool, of course, or learn the method or the technique. But what's even more interesting is to hear the person's thought process, the developer who is writing the code. I want to hear his or her thoughts. I want that person to talk, to speak, to share their ideas and their thinking, because that is even more valuable to me than just the code. Because the code I can get from a lot of different sources. There's a lot of programming videos out there. So that's the benefit, I argue. Prepared code allows for more talking, more explaining of ideas and thoughts. And the second thing, which is a benefit, but that's more for me, and ergo it becomes a benefit for you too. If I don't have to spend a lot of time doing retakes, editing, all of that annoying stuff. For the most part, maybe you have suspected this, I don't actually edit at all. Every single coding tutorial you have seen, I have done in a single take, live. Well, I recorded it and then I uploaded it basically. So I don't have to spend a lot of time, or extra time, maintaining the video and so forth. If I ever get to a point where I can actually do this full time, and if I want to do it full time, maybe I'll actually have a look at improving the quality. But I hope we can agree that it's a better approach, at least that's what I feel, to produce something that is of decent quality, that brings you value, because let's be honest here, you're most likely not watching because I have a nice video. You want to learn something, you want to get some thoughts or have a conversation or something. That's my guess anyway. So if I can spend less time doing live coding and having to put a lot of time and effort into that sort of thing, I can make more videos. And the more videos I can make, the better they become. Trust me, because for me, this is practice as well. I'm practicing making my videos as good as possible. So you get more videos, I get more practice, and hopefully things get better over time. So that's why I don't live code. And if somebody could give me a really good reason why I should live code, maybe I'll make a few videos like those. But for now, I think this is working out pretty well. Have a great day.